See, and I had a funny intro too. I was be like, "Is this thing on? Testing, testing." But now I'm just freaking angry. Ooh, should have closed my closet door. Hang on, I'm gonna close my closet door. It is a wide camera angle. Val, can you hear me? Okay. Need to move the camera because this is supposed to be a toy review and doesn't really matter if you can't see the toys. So, okay. I don't want to like start till I know that it's actually recording. How late am I? 20 minutes late? 23 minutes late. Cool. Thanks, Windows updates. All right. Pull everything a little closer to me. Ooh, that's gonna mess me up. Left hand, right hand. I was like, I can read my hat. All right. Val, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Give me some kind of confirmation, please. So this should be fun because it's thunderstorming in Chicago, and I have good neighbors for the most part, but one likes to constantly slam the door every time he goes in and comes in and goes out for cigarettes. So definitely going to hear and feel the door slamming. I just want confirmation that can you hear me? Let me pick my nose. That'll be a surefire sign that it's recording, right? No one can see this. No, that's gross. All right, well, my main goal was not to get people attending necessarily, but the whole reason I'm trying this is because my PC is currently too slow to even run Photoshop. So it definitely will not run Adobe Premiere, which is what I need to edit videos. I hadn't done one in a while, and I got these new toys, and I wanted to open them, but I wanted to open them on camera, and I already have 3 filmed and unedited videos. It's going to be a lot of ums. I already have 3 filmed and unedited videos that need to be edited and uploaded, so I didn't want to add another to that, especially since this would be a little longer just because I have 2 figures instead of the usual 1. But 4 minutes in, the little sound thingy is indicating every time I talk. It's hopefully the music isn't too loud, but hopefully you can still hear it. It's pretty. I was like, copyright-free Egypt music. So the person responsible for the music is in the video description. Definitely give them a look. Ooh. See, that's one thing I wanted to test too, is I wanted to, because it's not a normal toy review, so I'm going to have to like hold things up to the camera, but I don't want it focusing on me, so I brought this behind to sort of help keep focus on the toy. See that the backwards. Come on, focus, focus. Okay, I still need to see it myself, so hopefully this works. Focus here. Okay, I don't need to comment as long as I can read the comments. We're at 5.5 minutes. Okay, so yellow, TENIME here, obviously doing something a little different. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Four Horsemen Figura Obscura, Gods of Ancient Egypt, Anubis, and Bastet. Let's take a look at them. As you can see, where's my tools? Give me a little tool tray here. I haven't even removed the cellophane yet, so do this carefully because they always have really nice boxes. Don't stab myself in the face while I'm pulling on plastic wrap. This is Bastet. Yeah, let's do Bastet. So I'm more of a dog person, so let's open the cat first. Garbage later. Okay, looking at the box. It's not anything new. Four Horsemen having great packaging as well as great products. Bastet in a nice little hieroglyphic style picture with little hieroglyphics all over the box. Her name is in nice and see that shiny gold. Four Horsemen logo too, and the Gods of Ancient Egypt. That's really cool. On her spine, she has Anubis with more shiny gold at the top and bottom. On the back, looks like we've got is that Horus? Maybe? I should have looked this up because I noticed that yesterday when I was drawing the thumbnail for the video. So I was like, I should look him up, make sure I'm identifying the correct god. So Egypt bird god, I'm pretty sure that's Horus. Because I was like, whose hand is this? Because it's on both their boxes. And it's like, well, neither of them have their hand up. And because that's Horus. So hopefully they'll make Horus. I mean, hopefully they'll make the rest of the gods. That would be awesome. Anyways, this box description bio. Give you a few seconds to screenshot that and read it. And then we got little, what's down here? Yeah, see? This is the problem with having the camera in front of me instead of me being behind the camera. So we've got Four Horsemen websites. We got the credits of who was involved in the making of the figure. It's always nice to see. Bottom, we have barcode. I don't want to keep saying legalese because I feel like that's something that my favorite toy reviewer, Robo, says. Already trying not to steal his warning small parts joke. And I'm not going to repeat it here because that would be stealing. So, I'm not stealing it. I'm just quoting it on video. Yeah, no, that's stealing it. Then we get a cool little pharaoh there. More shiny gold. On the top, we have the Four Horsemen logo cut out with the little window inside. Awesome. And if you watched my, there we go, focus, Jacob Marley video, you know that this is a magnetic gatefold with a little backdrop on the inside. Oh, that's so beautiful. This is the problem with me doing high-end figures, is that I'm just going to constantly be going, it's so beautiful, it's so beautiful, and people will be like, we get it, they're beautiful, jeez. But yes, that is beautiful. All right, there's her through the window, if you can see, all reflecty. I've got all my blinds open and all my lights on, so because I wanted, good visibility in here. So We have another pharaoh on the other side. It's pretty cool. And then on the back, we got a little Bastet statue. I always like roll my eyes whenever toy reviewers are like, I should have done research, and they didn't do research, and then I'm gonna sit here and go, I should have done research, because I mean, I'm fairly familiar with no AI. AI is screw you, AI. Ooh, sorry, I said screw you. I'm trying to keep this G-rated just in case kids are watching, so, or my mom. Hi, Mom. Also, it is my friend Alan's daughter Amelie's birthday. He said birthday weekend, so I don't know, but I'll say happy birthday, Amelie, if your name is pronounced the same way as the French movie with Audrey Tautou. If not, I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. So let's open this box up. Got the little circles of tape. See, this is another something I don't do. You know, I show the box and then I do my little let's get it out of the box. And I tip it and then I do the editing trick where everything's set up already. But can't do that now. Can't do that live. We'll do it live. Always good inserts. Get a little desiccant package because soft goods are in here. Then there's the typical joints may be stiff. Please heat before moving to prevent breaking. If I encounter a joint that won't move, I will not be forcing it because you don't want to sit here while I go boil water for 4 minutes and wait for me to free it up. So again, usually I can edit that waiting out and just be like, I just heated it up. But cool little underworld. She's not underworld. Anubis is underworld, right? See, I should have done research, but we got a little. I have Horus. No, see, I'm just all the Egyptian mythology people are just like, no, you phony. I was gonna say faker, so I'm not swearing on this stream, but again, beautiful artwork. Put that back in the box. I always keep all of my Figura Obscura boxes. I said that in the Jacob Marley review. And yes, I know. See, I didn't even look at this. Joints on figures can be because I knew what it was. Ooh, she comes with a little booklet. They don't all come with little booklets because I don't think I got a booklet with Sun Wukong or Headless Horseman or Krampus. I did with Mask of Red Death. I did with Jacob Marley, but I figured that's because they were literary figures, action figures or figures of literature. So a nice little booklet, Bastet on the front, Anubis on the back. Here for you speed readers. More credits, character designs. Thank you, Eric Treadaway. The Mysteries of Ancient Egypt. Anubis. How Anubis defeated Set and became Lord of the Necropolis. Anubis Bastet. Sorry, I should have shown you that. Anubis. Bastet, Battles of Bastet and Apep. Hope I'm saying that correctly, because again, I criticize YouTubers who mispronounce things. And then roll my eyes and they're like, I think I'm saying that correctly. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, you should have checked before you started recording. So, hey, TENIME, you should have checked before you started recording. I had 24 minutes of time before my laptop would let me sign in, so I could have used that time to study instead of stressing out about why it won't let me in. That's cool. The artifacts of Figura Obscura, the gods of ancient Egypt. Anubis. Bastet. I'm going to assume they have the exact same booklet. The fact that he's in her book. Some cool, like, actual photos or artifacts. Photo credits. Tutankhamun Jackal. Nice. About Four Horsemen Studios. There's the booklet. Okay. All right. So we have a tray underneath. Let's take a look at that first. We have alternate hands. We have alternate human feet because they both come with animal feet on them. And I'm going to be keeping the animal feet on them, but for the sake of the review, I will attempt to safely swap them out just so people can see. Little canopic jar there. Little Bastet something with a peg on the back. That's cool. Little handle thing. Why don't we pop the accessories out? How about that? So, we're going to be noisy. Again, usually edit this stuff out. Okay. Well, that has a peg hole. It's a little stand thingy. Here's my... Hopefully it's focusing. So, it's a little stand. A little peg hole. Hopefully you can see it, and I can't see. There we go. Oop, not trying to flip anyone off. Okay. There's two of them in here. Identical. Go back, because you can't see up here. This is the laptop. I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to break anything. A little rigid, but it's a good thing. I mean, just if it's a little rigid, you want to be more careful with it. So, cool little thingy. See, I'm such a poser, such a phony. Little peg hole on there. Stick this on one of these. Pretty easy. Here we go. And then the little Puma head, cougar head. No, I don't actually say that. Like Puma and cougar. And I don't think it's either. Again, I should have done my research. Nice shiny gold. Peg hole on the back, or peg on the back for the peg hole. Ooh, little cockeyed there. Straighten it out. Nice. Not really helping, but easier to use a hand on me instead of keep having to grab for the, So this little jade thing. To laugh at me as I open toys. If you've never opened action figures before, or if you're an expert at opening action figures, you get to laugh at me. What a buffoon. Okay, so I want to make sure I didn't damage that. So, a little handle. So I'm trying to look at the screen, making sure this is on camera at the same time. So, a little handle. Nice sculpt paint. Nice sculpt and paint is something that Four Horsemen are known for. Canopic jar. Got this is Horus, the falcon hawk. Cool though. The canopic jar opens. Hieroglyphics on the front. Horus. Ibis? Is that the guy on the... Again, Egyptian mythology people are like, what is he? Why is he butchering? Oh, the shirt is Belgian comic strip superstar Tintin, or Tintin. dressed as everyone's favorite snake-fearing, whip-wielding archaeologist. So the t-shirt I drew for the thumbnail, I was trying to do like cartoon characters that are relevant to the like type of character I'm reviewing. Doesn't necessarily have to be Anubis or Bastet. But I lucked out because Mirage from Aladdin the Animated Series, highly underrated. She's basically Bastet, and then Disney's Gargoyles actually had Anubis proper in an episode, so I drew them. The Ghost of Jacob Marley I did. The Goofy Ghost of Jacob Marley from Mickey's Christmas Carol. The Wang the Blade Master video I did. Catmandu from TMNT Archie. Esmeralda's goat Djali, or Djali. D is silent, like Django. Like I said, a lot of ums. I get my bearings. Again, I can edit the ums out. The Jolly is on the shirt for the Bartholomew Vex video because it's a goat. So I don't always do Disney. That tends to be the most famous cartoons. So when I'm done removing accessories from plastic bubbles, I always hold the tray up to the light, making sure I don't leave anything in the tray when I throw it away. So there's going to be a pile here on the floor. All right, so we have two splayed out posing hands with, this is where I test out the joints, horizontal pegs. I keep looking down at the screen instead of up at the camera. Hi! You get to see my process for every time I open figures, whether I record it or not. Two grip hands. Ooh, no. Two wide grip hands, because we have tighter grips. And these have horizontal hinges. Ooh, that was a lot easier. As I said in my Jacob Marley video. 4 Horsemen and NECA stuff. Because it's so high-end, I'm pretty sure they're all hand-painted. So paint gets in the joints. So once you break the dried paint free of the joint without breaking the joint, then got a pair of... I'll let you determine for yourself what pose of hand that is. It's cool. I like it. These have horizontal hinges. Oh man, my back is going to be so sore after this video is done. Ugh. The back of the couch is back here. I'm like leaning forward to get, close to the... Because I'm wearing gym shorts. I buttoned the fly, but I still don't want to lean back and show you all my bare legs. So at least it's cold enough outside that I didn't have to turn the air on. So, because I would not be sitting here sweltering for the sake of a video. So we have two of the same width grip hands as before, except my favorite, vertical hinges. Just so you can do this instead of this. It's for holding a sword outward or a gun outward instead of sword or gun like this. G-rated. This is a G-rated video, people. I'm ashamed at all of you. Bringing up the vertical hinge. All right. Tighter grip with horizontal hinges. Another pair. It's nice music. You can hear it. Tried to turn it down, make sure it wasn't overpowering me, but still wanted it heard. We got the human feet, which, like I said, I won't be using, but I'll try and swap them out just to show the ease or difficulty. So they have a peg with a hinge, and which is, so there's a peg here, and then there's a forward-facing pin for, ooh, that's a little, aha, there we go, see? Ankle rocker. So, see, nicely freed up, and there's some paint chips, so, and back, and forward, and, ooh. That is not something. Yep, nope, not going to force it. Not going to force it. And it's starting to get hot, so I'm going to go turn the air on. Hopefully it's not too loud. Because I am absolutely not opening the windows. Because however loud the air conditioner is, outside is going to be infinitely loud. All right, Bastet herself. Got this cool little mirrored sculpt. Don't know what it is, but I like it. She's holding it on the front of the box. We have a baboon-topped canopic jar. We have all the lids come off. I like that a lot. They're empty. Nothing inside. Ooh! They all have different hieroglyphics on them. And they're so tiny that would take forever to decipher, try and find a legend online to translate, but right. Okay, we've got her little basket. Her little woven basket. Don't do silly voices. I hate when YouTubers do silly voices. But I like the silly voices. I'm losing my mind. There we go. That is just absolutely beautiful. Little statue of herself. It is a solid piece, but it is gorgeous. And then we have her. She is twist tied in. Nice little real earrings. Here's one head. That is a neutral face. Pretty blue eyes. Then we have, ooh, this one has a scarab on her forehead. The other one did not. The fur is darker. This is more black, the scarab head. The neutral is more blue. The eyes, so the eyebrows are like down more, and they're thinner. she doesn't have whisker holes, and then her eyes are kind of, if my camera's focusing. No! Like I said, the whole backwards, this is right, this is left. But seeing it on, you know how it works. You know how it works. I'm not going to explain vision to you. So this is more like the neutral head. Again, real earrings. Separate little metal pieces from the plastic that they pierce the ears. So this is more along the lines of the neutral head, though the eyebrows are a little more furrowed, and she has like a little top of like a headdress. And let's untwist tie her. I always keep the twist ties because they're good for using with other action figures, whether holding accessories aloft or as I look at the back of Jacob Marley, who is twist tied to a flight stand. These are useful. Don't throw them on the floor. Back is going to hurt enough. I don't want to have to bend over and pick stuff up off the floor. Oh, you mean like the trash you're throwing? The trash I can at least like kick, you know? All right, check the tray. It is empty. Toss it on the floor. Straighten the twist tie out. All right, here she is. She is beautiful. Oh, look. Learn a new word, TENIME. Where's my thesaurus? My thesaurus is so bad, it's bad. Give you a few seconds to get that horrible joke. She has a bendy tail. I'm not usually a fan, because they rarely ever do what you need them to, but this is actually thin enough that it's actually pretty neat. So there's some nice paint work on it, some blue and brown shading there. You look at the back of her. Of course, all these bright lights are skewing the color. It's the problem with a cheap webcam. So I'm going to free up the joints. So she has a hinge and swivel. Hinge and swivel. Headdress is getting in the way. Headdress is getting in the way. Goes over 90. Then she has, careful, hinge and swivel elbows. Single joint, they come up to 90. Swivel in and out. She's got some, clawed. So like these, that are kind of like the claw, but these actually have claws on them. Test the joint. Bro, I don't know, man. Like I said, this is all new. I've never done this before. Right. Test the other one. Pop it out. The bracelets are separate. That's cool. Don't lose those. Right hand. Left hand. Test the joint. Test the joint. All right, so that has a plug. The others do not. So they have head pegs there, or the peg holes. That does as well, because you can have her without the headdress. That's These guys are so clever. For Horsemen figures, Mythic Legions, Figura Obscura, head swaps are always super easy because they usually have a big ball underneath. That is separate. That is awesome. I'm used to For Horsemen just having it's a solid neck with a solid ball. But this, the ball is on a hinge. Awesome. She has wing holes. I'm going to need to get a wing set. Darn you, For Horsemen, for making me spend more money on your products. She has a... Ooh, that's really nice. She has a diaphragm joint. Gets a little better lean to the left than there's probably a dumbbell in there. Ooh, good back. Oh, as I said in my wing review, it's better for something to pop apart with force than break. So, get the loincloth there, a little rubbery plastic. Okay, soft goods. Ooh, 2 parts. Okay, so we have the loincloth, which is that? Oh, okay. So, loincloth has bendy wire. This is where I like bendy wire. I'm not a huge fan of soft goods on 1/12 scale action figures, but when there's bendy wire in them, like for capes and stuff, it's awesome. So the bendy wire in the loincloth. I just dropped her skirt. Tail hole. There's bendy wire at the bottom and in the front. We're This is part of the process of testing joints and showing the sculpt and paint. We're not doing anything lewd or gross. So, in fact, they didn't even bother sculpting. It's all functional. So they didn't sculpt anything naughty. So that was to plug the... No, okay. For Horsemen, they reuse a lot of parts, and it's not a bad thing. Some collectors will be reuse, but like when you can hide the reuse, such as that, so some other figure used something that plugged in there. I wonder if the tail can. Nope. Okay. However, what we didn't see because of the skirt is the tail actually. Yeah, the tail is plugged in. Boom. Tail's got a nice little gold cap at the top. Straighten that out. Legs have a hinge and swivel. Woo! Kick out. Then the thigh swivel is a cap over the hip joint. Then we have a single jointed hinge and swivel knee. So this part swivels on the bottom. And then we have her awesome kitty feet and her paws. And forward and backward and forward facing pin for rocker. And then popped out easily. The ankle cuff is a separate piece. Boom. Test the other side. Ooh. Squeaky plastic. Usually when you're dealing with a stuck joint, you want to get leverage so you're not like... I don't know how to explain it. So you're not putting pressure on the breakable part, you're putting pressure on the solid part, so that way you can actually break it free to get it moving, as opposed to just breaking an end off. So forward, back, forward. Okay, good. Forward facing pin for rocker and separate. Okay. So we saw the hula hoop, diaphragm joint. Yeah, we're at 40 minutes of recording and I haven't even opened Anubis yet, so it's gonna be a long video. Again, I could edit all this stuff down. Because it pops on to a peg that she has a waist swivel. So let's try a foot. Boom. Human foot. Okay. Put her back together. It does appear that there is a top and a bottom for the anklets. So the top is wider, the bottom is thinner. The cat paw back on. Make sure putting the right one. Okay, the pinky toe is the smallest on the outside. There we go. The little gem in the front. Okay. Top and bottom. Nope. Flip it. And yep. One thing to never do with action figures is if something isn't moving, don't force it. I think I already said that at the start of the video. I'm sorry. Okay, so then the loincloth was on first. And it was over the lip. There's a ridge of the plastic. See the ridge there? Okay, I called the ridge a lip. G-rated. Sorry, Mom. Plug the tail back in. Then, T-H-E-N, not T-H-A-N. Put the skirt back over everything else. And then put the plastic back over the soft goods. See, it's a little butt flap was covering the gold cap at the top of the tail. Then, and then, no, and then. Okay. Her waist swivel. But yeah, the wing holes aren't for her. Otherwise, she would have come with wings. Again, like I said, it's the reuse. So there was another female action figure that Four Horsemen made that needed wings. So there's also a square hole in the middle too. Her awesome headdressed head. How does that differ? So, nope, that is the, oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So, these are the ones with the smooth backs. We have the black on the right. We have the blue on the left with the different details. Then, the one for the headdress, this is the blue, this is the black. That's cool. Okay. See, I'm slow, but I figure things out. Pops out. Little square hole in the back there. Let's put the blue in, shall we? I like blue. Blue's my favorite color. Why is your logo green? I don't know. I honestly don't know. When I was making the logo with an old friend. Hi, Sam, if you're still out there. When I commissioned him to make my logo, I was like, I want something kind of like a high-tech laser grid. And, especially back in the late 90s, the high-tech laser grid was a black background with neon green on it. So it's, thanks, Matrix. Put the neck piece back on, put the head. There we go. The head articulation is on a ball, but obviously the headdress is going to block a lot. There's no back. There's very little forward. But again, headdress, so. Right hand. I like the claws, so I want to keep her as cat-like as I can. So we're not going to put any accessories in her hands because... Oh, actually, yeah. The large grip horizontal, it's not even a large grip. The grips are the same size. One has claws. And one has human fingernails. There we go. Unfortunately, my favorite vertical grip has human fingernails. So, but what I was going to say before I caught myself before saying incorrectly was the clawed hands don't have a grip. Well, that's not true. We do have grip clawed hands, but they are horizontal hinged. I like the style. I don't put my figures in vanilla poses, so. Let's see how she stands. That is always a problem with some figures. Glares at 12 of them that fell over. We'll get to those when I get to the size comparisons. So, tail pop out. Okay. Pull that up. I like to see the tail from the front. Boom. All right. So what we're going to do now, I should have brought out the little bin that I keep accessories in because I'm going to move the accessories off of the table. I have to lose them. We're going to put that there. Ooh, put it on the right. Put it on the right. Can you see it? You can kind of see it, right? And now, time for the good boy. 47 minutes in. Thank you for staying with me. So you kind of expect live streams to be on the longer side, but once this is uploaded to my channel, if you're watching this pre-recorded after the fact, if you're watching this after 1:11 p.m. Central Standard Time, Sunday, May 26th, 2024, sorry for the length. No, we're gonna move Bastet off camera, maybe. Have her peeking. Yeah, so you can still see her. So, Anubis's box, very, very similar. As I said, so her box had him on the spine. His box has her on the spine. You get the cool gold lettering. You have what I call him, Osiris. Horus is the falcon because an ibis is an antelope. Or an ibis is the type of bird that this is. I can't brain today, sorry. And then same there, and then same there. Let you look at the description and people involved. Thank you, people involved. More than just the 4 horsemen. If you're unfamiliar, the 4 horsemen are 4 toy sculptors. We have the same backdrop. I'm not going to complain about having an extra, except there's magnets that hold it on the box. Like I said, I'm keeping it because it's awesome. I'll close Bastet's box. I'm not going to keep the accessories in there. I keep them in a little bin So there's my good boy. There's my good boy. Scratch behind his ears. Awesome gold lettering. Again, the rest of the box is identical except dog and cat. Jackal. Sorry. It's a jackal. It's a jackal. It's a jackal. It wasn't right the first time you said it. Why the heck would it be right the next 12 times? And just to show you, I took the cellophane off in front of you. I don't have a shrink wrap machine, but show you I didn't sneak a peek at these. But another reason as to why I wanted to do this live. I want to get these open. Looks like, yep, same insert for him. Same. Desiccant packet for soft goods. Same. Watch the joints. They may be stiff. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I don't know why I closed his box, his booklet. Now look at his booklet. Bro, that's so cool. All right. Oh. Huh. Like, does the Ark of the Covenant go there? I should have brought that. I thought about it. I was like, no, it's not, not really, tried to keep it to Figura Obscura and then Egyptian related, which of course it's going to be mostly mummies. And then my usual size comparisons. But maybe I'll really quickly run into my storage room and booklet. Actually, that probably literally the exact same. Thank you, Eric Treadaway. Mysteries of Ancient Egypt, Anubis. It's the identical booklet. So, again, not going to complain about that. They didn't have to include it at all. So, it's awesome that they did. It's kind of funny because you couldn't buy these individually. You had to buy them together. So, man, I don't know what this is. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Lid comes off, snaps back on, not going to fall. It doesn't fit like it. I don't know if you can see that if I'm doing it. Yeah, okay. It's like it'll rest there, but like it doesn't. That's why I'm like, this is the Ark of the Covenant. Little kind of, they're not wheels. None of these are articulated. Oh. Yes. You can, think before you speak, TENIME. Think before you speak. It locks on there nicely. There we go. So definitely not wheels if it's on the top. So awesome. Hieroglyphs, nice shiny gold. There's some peg holes there, I'm assuming, so we can stick some stuff up there. We have a spare neck peg. That's cool. And the ball joint is, ooh. So this is a thick enough. I don't test without heat. I don't test thin joints, but ooh, see, I got arthritis. Okay, well, that is not budging without heat. So, and I said at the beginning, I'm not going to make you sit and wait while I boil water, but it is hinged. I just can't hinge it. Little jackal skin fur Doberman. Not a Doberman. Awesome little jackal. And look at that. There are pegs on the bottom. There's a divot right there for the tail to hang down. So we're going to peg that Maybe. It's like I got a warped plastic there. You can see. Maybe not. Maybe that's a sculpted crack. It's not actually cracked right there. Tail appears to be a separate piece. Am I going to break it on camera? Nope. Okay. Pegged in. Again, heat would help. Not quite flush. Again, I can heat that up. Plug the tail back in. They likely did that so it wouldn't break off. Look at that. So we're gonna, I don't want to hit any of the keys on the keyboard or the mouse pad, but no, that's not gonna work. Okay. We're gonna, she can still stay there, but he's just gonna sit right there against the laptop. So we have the Egyptian eye, flat, but sculpted, so it's not flat, it's not smooth. So there's a peg on the back. He's got one of those little stands too. Maybe. Ta-da. Pick that on here. Puppy, keep it safe. We have another canopic jar with him on top. Lid pops off. There's a notch and a groove, so you can't like turn the head to the side. It's always going to be facing the hieroglyphics. And I should check and see if it's different from any of the other. Where is she? Bird, baboon, human. Oh, okay. Well, maybe he has. Nope, that's his only canopic jar. Okay. Yeah, he's got different hieroglyphics. That's awesome, man. Okay. I'm not so dense that I don't know that this is an Ankh. That's because you're into goth girls. We got an Ankh, nice sculpting on front and back, but different sculpting on the front and back. I'm sidelit. That's the problem. Like, I don't have any lights behind me, but I also don't have any lights in front of me. He also comes with human feet. But again, I will not be utilizing those. Here's the door slam. If I wasn't keeping this G-rated, I'd have some choice comments to make. His ankle pivots are freer than one of her human ones. I don't know if I'm ever going to heat that up just because, like I said, I'm not planning to use. I like the options. I'm never going to complain about more accessories, especially for an expensive figure. So definitely not ungrateful to have these. And as Robo always says, options are always good. Anubis' tail is not on him in the packaging. He's got also gold cap at the top, nice brown and black paint details. It is also bendy. Okay. Check the tray. Okay. Here's his cool little staff. Nice green. I feel like that's just black. And it's gone forever. Under the couch. I was going to say, where are his hands? Feel like it's the pear that comes on him. No soup for you. All right. Check the bag. Check the tape. He's got some clawed, splayed out hands. Horizontal joint. Pliers. Move at the base, not at the... So I'm moving the base, I'm not moving the tip of the peg. And I freed it up. Paint. Dried paint. Oop. That freed up by itself. My fingers are always sore after doing figures. We have some horizontal grip hands with claws. Nope. Freed it up. Claw. Ooh. The right hands I can free up by hand, but the left hands I have to use the pliers. We have two human horizontal grip hands. What learned people would call a pair. Left peg got freed up without pliers. Right peg got freed up without pliers. We have a pair of human horizontal grip hands. Free that up. Free that up. Put the pliers away. I'm going to need a drink soon. I'm getting all chalky. We have a nice, cool, smooth jackal head with a little plug in the back for the headdress. Ball hole. Cool gem on the top. I almost called it what I thought it was, but I'm like, if it's wrong, I'm going to look like a fool. We have a... Checking the paint. They look like... So the smooth head has a longer, pointier snout. And the black is just ever so slightly bluish, but it's not blue like Bastet's head. And then the shorter snout with the snarling head that you know is going to be my default display piece. The black is ever so slightly to the red side of the spectrum. Otherwise, they're pretty imperceptibly close as the same black. But nope, I already showed you that. There's the snarling head. Peg on the back for the headdress. He doesn't get an alternate. I was just wondering about the neck. Like if he doesn't have an alternate, if he doesn't have a head where you can't, I mean, you could leave the headdress off. You just have this square peg sticking out the back. Yeah, just wondering why the inclusion of the spare neck. We'll find out. These twist ties off him. Maybe. kink in the plastic scratched my finger. I've got delicate skin and hyperactive pain receptors, so I don't need to toughen up. I was born delicate. Sorry. I didn't ask to be born. Sorry, Mom. I love you. My mom watches my videos because she supports my endeavors. Straighten out the twist tie. Check the tray. Empty. Strip him down. Test the joints. Woo! Ooh! Sorry for hitting the mic. His little, ooh. So, I said reuse. So it's just another male body that had wings or whatever. And, same 2 holes in the pegs. But look, they sculpted the headdress to not block the holes. So even though, not headdress, the neck thingy. So even though that's going to block the holes, you could still keep this on him with wings. That's awesome. That there. Head. There's my hands in front of the camera. Bro, this is hard. Whew. All right. Easily separated. That ball hinge is nice and freed up. So, interesting. So the difference is the lack of muscle definition. And there's like a sculpted crack, almost like it's like a statue. But there's no throat musculature. And there's no, not spinal, because spine is bone. But like there's no musculature on the back either. You know, keep the. Whereas this, he's got the throat musculature, and he's got that little divot in the back of his neck. So I don't know why they're different. Not getting that off without heat. Don't want to use the pliers because I don't want the crimped metal to damage the nice sculpt work. So I have no problem grabbing the peg because the peg goes inside the arm. But, so if I heated it up, I could pop that off. It's not even that deep of a hole, but ooh, careful. Hinge and swivel goes up to there. Does he have a bicep? Or is that? Nope. Okay. Thought maybe they put like a bicep cut at the armband, but he has a single jointed elbow. Hinge goes up to there. Hinges back and forth. He also has clawed style hands on him. His bracelets are also separate pieces. I can turn it, so little gems on the outside. Check the other one. Okay, ooh, there we go. If you push in and move it, you can get it to a higher range than just because there's a little lip there that would get stuck on the sculpt. And swivel, and swivel. Show you the swapping. Swap out. Swap in. How come you're not stripping him down like you did her, you pervert? Well, because we're already at an hour and 10 minutes and I don't want him. Stripping her down took a lot of time. So he has a ball joint waist, no torso articulation. Nice sculpt and paintwork there, though. Soft goods skirt, hole in the back for the tail. I'm going to try and strip him down for you. Equal opportunity stripper. There we go. Ball joint, plastic, rubbery, slides off, there we go. I was like, oh God, did I just get the demonetized? I'm not monetized in the first place, but so that is what those notches are usually for. So she didn't have anything plugged in there, but he does. So that's why they do those things. So same deal, hinge and swivel and thigh cap and single joint knee. Oop, goes that far. Swivel and then puppy paw, but back, forward facing pin for rocker. Okay. Whew. It's a little scary. Separate piece, anklet. Let's try a foot, human foot. Should I do one of each? Might be a little lopsided because that one's a lot bigger. Uh-oh. You jerks. I didn't want to say, I wasn't going to say jerks, but you bad people. I swear. Mom doesn't like it. Trust me. I have an animated series idea for like rants, like, you know, play a character and this bothers me about society, but like little animated TENIME doing it. So that'll be full of obscenities. So forward, back. The peg, you get a horizontal hinge, and then the forward-facing pin for rocker. So test his other knee, test his other hip, thigh. Okay. Redress plug while he's naked. Because remember, I didn't plug hers in a good, pops out too easily. So it may be a ball joint, but if you rotate it up here at the ball joint in any direction, it just pops out. So bendy works. Feed it through. Soft goods, which has a wire in it. Over the ball there. It's a stationary ball. Ooh, actually rotates. So the ball rotates around. It's not, it's not going to give you any extra posing. I wanted to see if it was a dumbbell, that if it moved, then it would give him more range, but it's a stationary ball. Pop him back together. Hopefully I won't need heat. Thank you, Pop. And there, and his tail's cheated. His tail's helping him cheat. Here's that snarling head. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why, other than the lack of musculature on that neck piece, I don't know why it's there. So I'll go watch another reviewer who might know. There's no instructions. I read instructions. Right. Swap the hand back out. I like the one that came on. You. And like I said, I like to see the tail. I mean, I'm not gonna shelf pose them in the video. That's just that take too much trial and error. And does that look good? No. Does that look good? No. But I want to make sure that he can stand without relying on his tail as a tripod. Ta-da! Put him off to that side. Dogs barking at the cat. I'm going to put his accessories in his little Ark of the Covenant, because that's really cool. Will the heads fit? Oh! Ooh, I don't know about that. All right, that head won't fit. And that staff is obviously not going to fit. Oh, cool. There's a little notch. So again, you can't turn it backwards. And she fell. You can hold it by the jackal. It's a jackal? It's a jackal? It's a jackal. Get the jackal. That over there. That over there. All right. Size comparison with each other. I don't have a tape measure, and I don't use a tape measure in my other videos. So a lot of toy reviewers do, and it's helpful that they do. I just, A, I don't want to copy them, and B, if I haven't done it before, then I would be copying them. But that's why when I do the comparisons with other lines, then it's, you can see what it looks like next to a 1/10 scale figure, a 1/18 scale figure, etc. So she's having issues standing. That feels a little sturdier. There we go. Okay. So there's them together. Now the Egyptian guys. So we have NECA, TMNT X, Universal Monsters, Michelangelo the Mummy, my hetero lifemate Threeps painted his orange bandanas to match his mummy wraps, because I didn't necessarily want it as Michelangelo as the mummy. I just wanted a mummy turtle. He did it on both heads. They're flawless. They're phenomenal. His paintwork is just so good. And he still has the Ankh nunchucks, so why not? So that's how he stacks up there. Then we have the NECA Universal Studios Boris Karloff, the Mummy. We have the Figma Table Museum, King Tut. It's the sarcophagus. I'm kidding. So, over there. Tut is in the it was in the sarcophagus. So I don't have his mummy head on him. Obviously, I have his headdress. So, and then Figma. always run small. Don't lean backwards, please. This is the table I use for all of my reviews, so I don't, you know. And then we have the Hasbro Marvel Legends comic book Moon Knight with an awesome soft goods cape with a bendy wire, care of Rebel 10 Customs. Check her out on Instagram. I will amend the video description to link her page. So she does such good work. Trying to 6-inch scale figure. Then we have the Hasbro Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Khonshu. Had to. In fact, it kind of makes me want a second one to not have on my MCU Legends shelf, just so I can have him with Anubis and Bastet. So shows how big he is. Ooh, careful. Just a little forward. Move, Mikey. There we go. I'm gonna end up with a pile over here. Ah, Mikey's bandages are falling off. I mean, you can see in the shot. All right. Tut. Legs together. Point the toes. Actually fits inside. I do not have the NECA sarcophagus for this mummy. This is King Tut. This is Table Museum does works of art. Mona Lisa is coming out. I'm very excited about that. I have the Vitruvian Man, Venus de Milo. I need the Birth of Venus. She sold out. I'm very upset about that. I'm very upset. It's a bummer. Obviously, King Tut is not a work of art. This is an actual mummy. Go to see King Tut in the museum. There's a corpse inside these bandages. So, thousands of years old. Real gold. Boop. This isn't real gold. Don't rob me for a toy. So, but a cool little thingy that helps to keep it from. Anyways, this is not a review for the Figma Table Museum King Tut. This is the problem with ADHD. All right. More Figura Obscura. I don't know why I always want to say that in an accent. Here's the heaviest, dutiest, if you watched my Jacob Marley video, the heaviest, dutiest stand I could find to put him on. As you can, it's not super pretty. He's literally sitting on top of the arm because it wasn't strong enough to hold him up. But and then obviously he's floating, so he's going to be taller. And then the red repaint, Krampus, the edge of the camera. Actually, I'm going to keep them centered. Krampus is squatted over, and he's using his tail as a... Then we have Edgar Allan Poe's Mask of the Red Death. Speaking of standing issues, having issues standing him prior. Then we have my first one. Well, Krampus, did the repaint come out before? I don't know, because I missed the black Krampus. That was the first Figura Obscura. The second Figura Obscura was the Headless Horseman, which I did get. This is not the repaint. The nice thing is they do repaints. So there's a Mask of the Red Death in black soft goods coming out. Like I said, I got the red Krampus instead of the black Krampus. There's a yellow Sun Wukong Monkey King. Why is your cape not cooperating? He has a very big cape. It's awesome when you get it like unfurled, but for a neutral pose. And of course, this doesn't help because he has no head. But another 4 horsemen. We got Mythic Legions, Kawaros, or their Battle Cat homage. And if you watch my Jacob Marley video, you know that my prior favorite was, he dropped his drinking gourd. Where is it hooked? There's a hook. Okay. Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. I'm going to have to think before I make a judgment, but because I was like, even before they showed up, I was like, Anubis might bump Monkey King off the top spot of my favorite Figura Obscura. So, but it's a hard level to beat. So look at the camera, not the screen. Jeez, TENIME. All right. This stupid thing didn't work as well as I thought. I thought it would be awesome. Like, you know, have a nice clean background. So you're not seeing black t-shirt, fat 40-year-old guy behind it. Ooh. This is not a review for Figura Obscura Krampus. Oh, we're at hour 26. All right. We're getting there, ladies and gents. Okay. How do I do this? Everyone fell over, and I got very upset. Like, legit, not just like bummed out. Like, I was like, oh, I'm going to throw you out the window. The McFarlane Toys, Mortal Kombat 11, Curse of Spawn. His green flame pieces fell off. The Mattel Masterverse Revelation Stinkor. Just because of the sword. The Super 7 Silverhawks Ultimates Bluegrass. Where's Sideman? Yeah. Super 7 didn't sculpt any way for any of the birds to actually sit on their masters, least of all their masters' guitars. He kept falling off. He was so, like, he leaned forward and basically took Bluegrass off the top bookcase. So I came out one morning and Bluegrass and Sideman are on the floor. So I took Sideman off and he's sitting up there. A figure I forgot in my size comparisons for my Mezco 1/12 Collective Bartholomew Vex, the Hasbro Marvel Legends comic book Deadpool. A figure who does not want to stand because as good of a figure as it is, the boots are like curved at the toe, and then there's toe articulation, so he just will not stand. But it is the Mafex Ben Affleck Batman, and of course he's standing. Thanks for proving me wrong, you jerk. The Jakks Pacific Super Mario. You can't buy Super Mario World, Super Mario. I took a Marvel Legends Vision cape and cut it down to use on him because it's my favorite Mario game. The Raccoon Mario from 3 is my favorite Mario. Not Tanuki Suit, Raccoon tail with the ears. Go watch our Master Debater. It was kind of a nod to both Mario 3 and Rocket Raccoon. The Fresh Monkey Fiction, Eagle Force, Agent Grimm, a.k.a. John Wick. It's Keanu Reeves. I mean, it's probably not a licensed likeness, but it sure looks like it. Keanu, if you're watching this, don't sue Fresh Monkey Fiction. I'm sorry, Fresh Monkey Fiction. Please don't get mad at me. And then the Diamond Select Toys. Mini Mates, G.I. Joe, Storm Shadow. Yeah, I'm happy with them. I mean, I don't often experience not FOMO, buyer's remorse. When I do, it's pretty palpable, but it's not super often. All the ums. Thank you for sitting with me for an hour and a half. Sorry, it was an hour and a half instead of my usual 27-ish minute. Of course, the 27-minute was for one figure, so this is 2 figures, and no editing, rambling, and I started 23 minutes late, and now I'm burping on the microphone, and yeah, thanks for sitting with me. Let me know in the comments if this is something you want to see more of. I have always wanted to do live art streaming. Watch me draw. I can't figure out a way to stream the screen of my iPad to YouTube. The program I use is Procreate. I found a message board thread from 4 or 5 years ago where someone was asking, like on the Procreate website, they have message boards, and it was like, how can I stream from Procreate to YouTube or Twitch? And it wasn't answered 4 or 5 years ago. So hopefully someone will figure it out soon. I know there's a lot of convoluted workarounds where you have 18 different cables and make it a second monitor or whatever. I don't want to put a camera above, especially if my hand's in the way. I mean, not that drawing videos where you see the hand doing it is pretty cool, but just because because of my arthritis, I can't do pen and paper. It'd still be cool to, at least watch the screen and, see me zoom in and zoom out and move it around and watch the lines appear out of nowhere. So, and I would absolutely make it interactive too, because basically what I would be drawing on the stream would be what people tell me to draw. So, not that I would take suggestions from everybody, but, the first person to give me a suggestion, you draw Darth Vader, then I'm going to draw Darth Vader during this stream. I moved the table because it was in the shot. You can hear my voice. It'll rest me. I have really nothing much left to say, so thank you. Dead air. Do the usual YouTube thing. The algorithm wants all YouTube videos, in order to be relevant to audiences, to say, like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you turn on the bell notification to get all notifications. The problem with that YouTube is most people subscribe to more than one channel. If I turned on bell notifications for every channel I subscribe to, I would literally have a never-ending stream of notifications that I couldn't get through. And especially having my own channel, I have notifications turned on for when people comment on my videos, or at the very least reply to my comments on their videos. So I'm not turning on the bell notifications just to see when someone uploads something, especially with the shorts. I had to unsubscribe from a channel that I really liked because she uploaded like 37 shorts, which wouldn't be a problem, but when I'm on my Roku scrolling through my subscriptions, all I see is page after page after page of her shorts. Like, where's the other people I subscribed to? So I had to unsubscribe to her. So not a fan of shorts, really not. So I'll watch them, but don't stick it in my subscription feed. And that's a huge reason to not hit that bell notification. Because then you can do it for me because I don't put shorts. So, and this is my first video since what, early January, first week or two of January was my last video. So you're not going to get a lot of notifications from me. So I'd like to post more. Like I said, I have 3 filmed but unedited and obviously unuploaded toy reviews to share. I also have a couple toy boxes sitting unopened, waiting for me to film opening them, which I would like to do. Edit the uhs out. Trying to think of, not trying to keep people watching, but trying to get everything out. Again, this is, when you're not live and you can edit before you post, you can be more succinct about things. Of course, I could have written a script again, it was 23 minutes late. I had plenty of time to do research on Egyptian mythology or write a script for things that I wanted to say or, bullet points. But thank you for watching. I do really very much appreciate it. I appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate my 2 Patreons, Josh and my mom. Thank you both. If you'd like to be a subscriber, you get behind the scenes art, works in progress. So you'll get to see thumbnails for toy reviews before YouTube gets the video. Patreon.com/TENIME, TENIME, TENIMEArtstudios.com. I've got coloring pages, severely out-of-date galleries with no new art from the last 5 or 6 years that I really need to upload because I've been drawing the whole time. I have nothing else to say. I'm just killing time now, so I want to go eat something. It's 2 o'clock Chicago time, and the sun's out, so we didn't have a whole lot of background noise. So hopefully the air conditioning didn't bother you. I was getting sweaty. Hopefully you could hear the music, and hopefully it wasn't overpowering me, and hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. Hopefully. Okay, bye. Do the awkward reach to the mouse pad. End stream. Bye. Oh, your stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live.